A 62-year-old former Florida plastic surgeon turned ex-convict has been sentenced to prison once again after injecting butts and male genitals illegally while working out of a beauty spa. One patient reportedly woke up with blood-soaked bandages at home after botched injections, but according to court documents, instead of advising him to go to the hospital, the former surgeon recommended he take 2 popsicle sticks and tie his penis together and wait for the swelling to go down. And I got to tell you,
that I did not learn in plastic surgery school.
The popsicle stick trick?
No.
He had already lost his license for a multitude of reasons when you go through I'll call it almost a rap sheet. And then I believe this was after, while he was working at a med spa without a license, and ultimately was sentenced to 44 months in prison for 2 counts of practicing medicine without a license, according to a plea deal.
Apparently, hundreds of women were illegally injected with this manufacturing but not medical grade liquid silicone by he and his employees.
Him and his employees, they were injecting it everywhere. And this case is so disturbing to me. This is a board-certified, well-trained, at respected institutions, plastic surgeon. This is somebody who was trained to know the difference between right and wrong. And I'm going to defer to you, Judy. What the heck happened? He totally lost sight of what's right and wrong, and
completely. And there's no reason for him to go this way, right?
Well,
I mean, like you said, he had the
there's greed.
Well, there's
right?
greed,
so
and
there's money involved.
And there's perhaps a little bit of a sociopathic personality underneath. I mean, it's like people who are wealthy who steal anyway. It's like, you don't need to steal, but why do you? And there's some kind of drive to basically deviate from normative behaviors.
Is there something to also these procedures being done on the buttocks and genitals that could be playing into some psychiatric issues? I don't know. I'm throwing it out there.
I mean, it's a good question.
Going Freud on us.
Well, I know. I love it. Let's take it all the way back to Freud, the founding father of psychology. But seriously, Freud would say absolutely, because the genitals are like the seat of all of our underlying emotions and egos, and it's also where people may be the most fragile or vulnerable. And so somebody who has perhaps a sociopathic deviant personality might say, and this is where I'm going to hurt you, because this is going to hurt you the most.
The legal buttock augmentation industry, $26 million industry, costs thousands of dollars to do it legally, but you can do these illegal injections for a few $100. But this is liquid silicone. This is not the medical grade stuff that's FDA approved. This is meant for manufacturing. So it's incredibly more toxic, so dangerous. It can embolize, it can kill people.
It really can. And initially it may look good, but it's just a matter of time. It literally is a time bomb that if you inject this type of silicone anywhere into your body, you are going to have problems, and it's impossible to remove all of it.
Look, sometimes you have to have a little bit of faith, but I've always said what I've learned on this show, and it doesn't take a genius, but sometimes it's easy to go against your gut. What I've learned listening to Dr. Ordon is you probably don't want to roll into a med spa back room somewhere to get butt enhancement procedures done. You probably want that done in a reputable facility that, you know, this isn't, oh, you know, I'm gonna go bathe in the steam shower.
Well, unfortunately, he had the legit diplomas to hang and all that. He may have lost his license, but somebody really could be fooled. And you've said it before that these sociopaths are really good at talking people up and selling things and making you feel comfortable.
But Drew, you operate in the desert and here.
Yes.
I have been to both of your offices. They are very professional. They are a doctor's office. I'm not going in there to get a pedicure and a butt lift. My point is that I'm not saying you can't do both, but to me, that whole concept, I think you have to be very careful when you're going to a spa. You think massage, you think, you know, maybe even a little acupuncture and some incense, but butt enhancement, probably not it.
Right on.
And anything medical, you always have to look at the surroundings. Is it sterile? Does it look like a licensed, appropriate facility?
I mean, even
and all the diplomas on the wall don't mean anything.
And Botox, things like that, which people look at as so simple and easy and safe.
And maybe that's why, because it seems so commonplace.
You can get into trouble, and you only want those things done by somebody who does it all the time.
And you can check out active licenses too. All of us can search for that. So maybe everybody should take that step instead of just looking at the diploma on the wall.